is my moment of truth. Today, we'll give you the heating debate, the concept that I have borrowed from News China. The proposition for today's debate is the result that China is shrinking culturally rather than stretching. According to the principle of yin-yang, the stretching is yang, shrinking is yin. China is big. It is getting bigger and bigger. If China keeps on going bigger and bigger, something has to give. So is China going upward or downward, expanding or shrinking? Let the debate begin. Affirmative rock. China is slowing down at home and abroad. Beijing smog, a crisis of faith in the future of stock market and foreign exchange, and of market collapse. The market is shrinking. Despite the fact they're trying hard to win the hearts and minds of the people around the world, so it seems that they have a lot of enemies working from within, lots of enemies, inside and hostile neighbors, outer Mongolians, even within the sphere of influence of China. There are a lot of hostile neighbors, and Uyghur and Mongol, and it's Tibet, Switzerland, and these things, they have a lot of problems. But does that mean that China is going down? Well, China is coming back strong, bouncing back. We're trying to stay focused on the middle of the road. Negative wind. Let me ask you a couple questions. Number one, isn't the military power the bottom line? Talking about money and environmental issues, what matters most is money and military power. Number two, the market is down, but is it out? Yes, there's signs of weakness in contemporary economic power of China, but it's down. But is it out? Number three, isn't Xi Jinping in control of everything? Diplomacy or climate change? Well, it appears to be yes, but let's go deeper than that. Xi Jinping is going back to Confucius teachings. The economists argue that China is going back to the Confucius. So it shows no signs of weakness at this moment. Negative rock. The economist says China goes strong militarily and economically. The state-owned businesses, if something goes wrong, and they have an immediate reaction to action, counter-action against the reaction. So the Beijing government is coming down strong to refute the negative hostile views from the bottom upward. The concentration power still goes on, because the Beijing government is very suspicious of the different views, but there is a counter arguments coming from above. They've been clamped down. They've been oppressive power upon those rebels. So the Chinese politics have suffered several setbacks in foreign policies, dealing with Taiwan and hostile Hong Kongese, and they've been taken away, or some hostile views, and journalists have been spirited away, and nobody knows whether they have gone. So something fishy goes on. Affirmative wind. Let me cross-examine the negative, the 3 points. Did you read The Economist between the lines? Read Into Control. You say that the dragon is going downward. This dragon doesn't look very happy if you take a closer look at the cover of The Economist. So read a lot into the words and phrases they use. Number two, doesn't fear beget fear? If the Beijing government comes down hard on those rebellious forces, and then the fear begets fear, and the people try to be frightened by the fear, and so there will be a curse against the curse. Number three, can money buy everything? Culture too? Well, because the Chinese have deep pockets, binge buying at Asakusa, Ginza, you name it. But that doesn't mean the Chinese are trying to buy up everything. As a matter of fact, there was a strong resistance against the Chinese, supposedly in South Africa and Middle East, you name it. The power and money cannot buy everything. Affirmative fire, I'm on fire. Dragon is in downward spiral. China is losing its grip on its ugly neighbors. A lot of people say the fish rot head first. In the Russian province, Chinese province, in the Japanese province, fish rot from head first. 魚は頭から腐る. Fish rot head first. And also the civil service exam is under fire. Kakyo. Kakyo has been inherited by the Koreans, north and south. But it has not taken root in Japan. But now the Chinese are very proud of the state civil service exam, but it's now under investigation. So something fishy in the government officials. So the corruption is something they have to deal with first and foremost. Negative fire. I'm pretty worked up. I'm going to say the dragon will keep going down, but I totally disagree with the affirmative. The dragon will rise again. What comes down must go up. What goes down must come up. The history proves that China can bounce back. The tougher party controls the fighting corruption because the Chinese and Americans share the same sentiment of fighting back. So when something happens, they try to fight back against it. They fight everything negative, evil comes up. They fight it out. So don't worry about the future of China. Chinese are still bullish on the future of their own country. Negative water. If the China-Trump rises, crisis gives China opportunities to rise. When I say Trump, I'm talking about the Donald Trump. There will be another Donald Trump within China. People are trying to show their anger and emotions right now. And the spirit of Lao Tzu, the spirit of Confucius are back. As you probably know, the Confucianism is coming back strong. The rise of Confucianism. Xi Jinping is trying to pick up where they left off. In the name of Red Dragon, Red Confucius. So the Chinese will come back. This history ups and downs and turns and twists in the history of China. Affirmative. Let's cool your head. Cool down. If China gets too bubbly, the civilization will fall. The theory of collapse says that China is no exception. Look at the history of the world. Assyrian civilization, Greek civilization, Roman civilization, and the British Empire, the American Empire, down. Now the Chinese coming. So about the future of Chinese civilization. So the logic tells us that they might expect the same kind of a catastrophe in the future. When will it come? Who knows? Heaven knows. The Japanese are suffering a lot from the past victory. So those ancient glories are gone. So history proves, and you can expect ups and downs and turn twists in any civilization. So Chinese bubbles and the pop goes the bubble of China. 判定。このディベートでですね、テーマ、論題を覚えておりますか。これトピカロジーで論題ですけど、中国がシュリンキングかどうか、ストレッチングかどうか。これは現状ですね。is stretching ですから、まあシュリンキングですからね。今、中国は悩み始めてます。やっぱりその科挙の問題、それから大学受験のハイヤーエデュケーションの中で不正があった。不正はあります。だからですね、経済的にもちょっと困って現の将来とか、したがって現状はそうです。じゃあ将来はどうかと。否定側はですね、今これをバネにまた中国がカムバックするんです。中国の歴史見たら、頭を打った時の方が英雄が生まれてくるんです。楽しいけど、孔子さんでもですね、苦しい時代だったんですよね。それと同じように必ず中国がカムバックします。しますから否定が勝つのはテーマが違います。今どうかということですから、今中国は悩んでます。したがって皇帝が勝ち。サムライトークcoming up。